What's up, guys? Chase fan number 9 here, and today I'll be talking about the NASCAR Xfinity Series race earlier today that happened at Watkins Glen International. And you think after watching Eldora 2 days ago, we come to Watkins Glen and wow. Once again, we have another great finish. I'm telling you, all I just want to say is Cindric and Allmendinger both, let's just say like this, there were two drivers that both refused to lose. You can't deny that. People can say whatever they want, but it's not really going to do much. But anyways, let's get into the race, shall we? So Kyle Busch won the pole. It's his first road course pole. We thought it was going to be a Kyle Busch dominating day, and he was dominant. I gotta tell you that now. And also, before I get into anything else, I just want to say there were lots of controversies during the race, so yeah, stuff happens. But yeah, so there were several things happen, but we'll get to that later. So anyways, we go the first 11 laps, and Joey Gase brings out the first caution when he stalls in turn 1, or coming off turn 1, heading up. He stops in that area between turn 1 and the S's, or should I say turn 2, but it's whatever. But anyway, and looks like he got a DNF because of it. That was pretty unfortunate. And also on the start, Austin Cindric managed to make an attempt at taking the lead, but unfortunately Kyle Busch was just too strong for him. But anyways, yeah, and then we go back racing on lap 14, and Ross Chastain back at it again with his shenanigans. But like I said in that video I posted earlier today, Chastain's a driver that I like. So is Allgaier. They spun. Allgaier got turned while coming out of the inner loop. He just got hooked and just turned, just spun it around. But hey, that's just like Eldora. That's just racing. So yeah, and then we go back racing on lap 16. And oh, by the way, I forgot to mention it didn't take long, because on the opening lap, Tyler Reddick found some trouble when he got into the grass coming down the back straightaway heading into the inner loop when he got into the grass, and he ended up missing the chicane because of it. So that was pretty unfortunate. He did manage to recover and get all that grass off of him. And there were some early takers like Briscoe, etc. But yeah. But anyways, there was some intense racing, especially towards the end of stage 1. And I had a good feeling Allgaier was going to catch Chastain, but I didn't think he was going to. I didn't think Allgaier was going to do much, but he managed to get to him and just hooked Chastain, and it took Chastain hit hard into those outside walls in the carousel, so that was unfortunate. And Chastain honestly didn't blame him. Yep, he knew he got karma coming to him, but hey, that's how Ross Chastain races. That's what's gonna make you a legendary NASCAR driver, is by the stuff you do. Some people may criticize Chastain for that. You can't deny it, but yeah, stuff happened. Anyways, and there were other leaders during the thing that managed to lead other than Busch, like Christopher Bell led for a while. Then Ryan Blaney, the other Cup guy in the field, was up there, and he was up there for a good while. He led like 13 laps, and that was pretty much it, I believe. Yep, that's all he led. And then AJ Allmendinger, another road course guy and is not a Cup guy, was also up there. So yeah. And also another driver that stayed out during that got points in that stage was in that first stage was Jeremy Clements of all people. So good job, Clements. You see, get some points. We also saw drivers like Scott Hecker in that 5 car crack the top 10. Ray Black Jr. looked like he was up there. Josh Balicki cracked the top 12 for a little bit. Ryan Sieg was up there. And Ross Chastain, of course, before his demise. And yeah, there was a lot that happened. Justin Haley, Greg Galding were up there, and also Alex LeBay too in that 90 car. So good for those guys. So anyways, we go back racing on lap 24, and we go another 11 laps, and it isn't long before we have another caution. And just as Blaney is being chased down by Kyle Busch suddenly has a problem in going into the carousel, and he spins out and he stalls there, and that ends up bringing out a caution. And it looked like the accident he had was terminal, and it looks like he had a catastrophic axle or suspension failure or whatever it is. But whatever it was terminal, and it was. Now, I saw some people in that video that I posted about Kyle Busch. Well, yeah, of course I wouldn't be happy if that was chase out, but Kyle Busch is the Cup guy in the lower series, so he shouldn't be up there anyway. But of course, it has to be sponsors that have to do it. But I have nothing against Kyle Busch's fans. I respect the Kyle Busch fan base, but it's just the driver that I just don't like. Okay, I don't want people taking it the wrong way or twisting my words around. Okay, yeah, I hate when people do that. But anyways, moving on. Yeah, and also Ryan Sieg had a bad day. It looks like he got some damage, and whatever it was, it just took him out of the race. But yeah, unfortunate. But yeah, Ryan Sieg, he's had some pretty bad luck at Watkins Glen in the past. But hope he can get done next time. But anyways, we go back racing, and we actually have a long green flag run for 26 laps, and they managed to get pit stops complete. Yeah, there was lots of strategies. Allmendinger, and then when he pitted, he gave the lead to Justin Allgaier, who played a strategy that helped him win Mid-Ohio and Road America last year. I was actually okay with those wins. Then, yeah, and then Cindric and all those guys behind him pit, and Allgaier came out in 7 seconds behind Austin Cindric, who actually cycled back into the lead. So, yeah, that was a pretty interesting strategy call there, Allgaier. I got to give you credit for that. And Austin Cindric actually had a good lead between himself. He actually managed to distance himself between himself and Allmendinger, and just as before they went to commercial break, we had Tommy Joe Martins when I think he got contact from, I'm assuming, BJ McLeod or was it Stephen Lai? I couldn't tell who it was. I think it was Stephen Lai. And he went spinning into turn 1, and he managed to keep it going. Yeah. Oh, I remember Ryan Sieg did spin in the inner loop, and that resulted in his DNF. But anyways, yeah, Tommy Joe Martins, unfortunately that wreck took him out of the race, and yeah, it was over from there. But anyways, we go back. Then it's not long before we had another caution, and this was a kind of a interesting one because it was how people's strategies were. Garrett Smithley's tire comes apart going into the inner loop, and it stays there in the grass area. That was until Cody Ware got into it, and it came out onto the track, and that just instigated the caution. I actually, looking back now, first I was like, great, they're trying to spoil Cindric's race, but looking back, I actually don't blame him for bringing out the caution, because you don't want drivers cutting their tires and causing more problems. So yeah, I don't blame him. But anyways, yeah, so So we managed to get that cleaned up. And it looks like Jeremy Clements got his lap back. So, yeah, then you go back racing, and Christopher Bell has the lead. And wow, I gotta tell you, that area in that run up, that area coming off of turn one, that makes things very interesting, especially makes drivers go wide and all that. And yeah, so as they came off turn one, I tell you, Chase Briscoe just sent it in, and he unfortunately managed to take out Justin Haley. But I know Briscoe would never do something intentional like that to Justin Haley, who finished 14th. And several other drivers got into it, but the one that got the worst out of that was Josh Bilicki. Brandon Jones actually went spinning, but he managed to keep it going. And somehow Ryan Preece was in it. I don't know how, but he somehow got into it. But so, yeah, that was unfortunate. Bilicki, who had a great qualifying run, he qualified 16th, I think, got DNF, so that was unfortunate, and he ended up finishing 30th. Dang, 25 cars finished the race. But anyways, yeah, and then we go back racing, and it's Allmendinger and Christopher Bell and Allgaier and those guys, and I'll tell you, when they got up into that thing, Christopher Bell made contact with Allgaier and someone else. I think it was Allmendinger, Allgaier, and Bell they got into it, or was it someone else? But I don't know. But I tell you, that was an amazing save by Christopher Bell. If he had wrecked, that would have been a catastrophic fail right there, and he could have taken out a bunch of drivers. But thankfully he didn't. And I tell you, I gotta give credit for Bell for making that hectic save. I'm like, that's one of the greatest saves I've seen in a long time. But anyways, that actually benefited Austin Cindric, benefited from that and managed to chase down Allmendinger, who was on old ass tires. And that pit call that Brian Wilson made for Cindric to come down pit road on the next to last yellow, I actually realized it was actually a good call, actually. So credit to you, Brian Wilson. You really took a risk there, regardless of what the outcome is. But I tell you, Cindric was chasing him down, and by the time we got to 2 to go, Cindric was all over Allmendinger's back bumper. There was a point where he moved him off the track, and there were times where they got together, and when Cindric managed to get the lead from Allmendinger, I had a good feeling Allmendinger was going to get him back in and run him off a little bit in going into turn 6. And I was surprised Cindric managed to keep his foot in it, and as they were going to the final corner coming to the white flag, Allmendinger managed somehow missed the entry, and that allowed Cindric to get alongside him and drag race to the white flag. And with that, Austin Cindric managed to distance himself between himself and Allmendinger, and with that, Austin Cindric managed to hold off A.J. Allmendinger thanks to new tires and get his first career win in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Good job, Cindric. I know some people may or may not like you, but that's just their opinions, okay? So anyways, good job. If you heard already, Allmendinger's car got disqualified, so that was unfortunate. But anyways, let's take a look at the official results. So Austin Cindric wins, Christopher Bell second, Allgaier third, Blaney, the only running Cup guy in the field, fourth, Reddick recovered the fifth, Briscoe sixth, Cole Custer seventh, Michael Nett eighth, Noah Gragson ninth, and Ryan Preece 10th. Wow, all the JRM cars finished in the top 10. And I guess that's pretty much it. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell down below to get notifications for all my videos. And with that, I'll see you guys all tomorrow for the Cup race. And until then, have a good one.